So we have started our new chapter, new subject, engineering mechanics. So before going into first chapter, I need to discuss few basic idea. That is a complete introduction. Okay, the first and foremost, I introduced what is mean by mechanics. Now I am going to state few assumptions or few idealizations which we will be using it regularly in engineering mechanics. First, we will understand why we are doing assumption or why we are doing idealization. See, this word assumption or this word idealization is most common word in engineering. Okay, it can be Z or it can be S. Okay, idealization, if you want to keep it as Z, let it be, whatever. Okay, so assumption or idealization, so a very common word. And most of the cases, not only in engineering mechanics, you take any subject, okay, there will be some assumptions or there will be some idealization related to or which will be present in that particular subject. Okay, so first we will understand why we are idealizing or why we are assuming. Okay, there is one famous or there is one very good example which my teacher used to give. Okay, and I'm also going to give you the same example what my teacher given you. See, just consider a just born baby. Okay, a baby who is just born. Okay, just imagine or just consider that I am feeding that baby with biryani. See, we know very commonly, if the baby is just born baby, then obviously we have to feed him or her with milk only. We need to start with milk only, right? But just imagine I am feeding directly biryani to just born baby. Will it be possible? And why I should not do that? This is the two question. Obviously, will it be possible? Never. It can never happen. No possibility at all. Okay, but why? Why I should not do? Because biryani is something which everyone can eat, right? Then why can't my baby can't eat it? Very simple reason. Just born, right? There are many things for in our baby to develop. For example, she or he needs the teeth has to grow. Okay, and then the digestive system. Okay, so everything is something like freshly created. Okay, so directly if I give biryani to baby and if I ask to eat, what will happen? There is first thing is it's not going to eat it. Okay, baby is not going to eat. The second thing is, if she eat also, if we feed also, there is no possibility for digesting it. That is the biggest problem, right? There is no possibility for the baby to digest the biryani directly, and that is why first we will give milk so that it can be digested easily. Then we will slowly move to some small items, something like Cerelac or something like some food which is baby foods. Then we will go to some curries or something like that. Then we will slowly move to rice. Okay, so but the process, okay, the process is going to happen slowly. Straight away I'm not going to feed a biryani or a chicken or something like that directly to my baby. That won't happen. That is exactly what assumption or idealization does. Okay, we BTech graduates or engineers, whatever it is, we are just like baby. Okay, so we are just born. So there is no possibility for us to directly intake biryani. Okay, so first we will give some small items, something like milk and all those things. So that is where this assumption and idealization helps. See, if I directly give some practical problem, if I give some practical problem to you and if I ask a graduate to solve, then obviously initial stage it's not possible to happen, right? So that is why we will reduce many things from that. Okay, we will remove many complications from that, and by removing all the complication, the problem will become very simple. Now I will give the problem to you so that you can solve and you can learn something from it. Okay, so that is where assumption or idealization is helpful. Okay, so for learning the things initially at the initial stage, we will be removing all the complications, we will be giving it to you, and once after that little by little, we will be adding complications. Once if you enter MTech, or once if you go to industry, you will start understanding it. Okay, so what we are dealing is mostly surrounded with assumption. That is, in most of the things we removed the complications. But the fact here is, for removing the complication means, can I just do the assumption whatever I want? Of course not. We need something which satisfy the physical laws. Okay, so physical laws should not be violated when we are assuming or when we are idealizing. So when we are idealizing, we need to make sure that it is not violating the physical law. Let me give you an example, very simple, straightforward example. Let us consider a car. Okay, let us consider a car. Just for a simple example only. Okay, let us consider a car. The car is moving from one particular place to another particular place. I can assume that the cars, we can assume only the motion of the car, that is the velocity, acceleration, all those things, without assuming the deformations. Okay, so deformation means like the change in the size or the change in the shape. We will be discussing about it later more. I'm just giving you an example so that you can relate to this idealization. We can assume that there is no deformation, the car is just moving. That is fine. That is accepted idealization or accepted assumption. But can I assume that instead of car going in a path that is in a ground, instead of that a car can fly? Can I assume like that? Can I do an idealization like that? Can I assume that car can fly instead of moving it in the road? Of course not, because it's obviously violating the physical laws. Okay, so that is where assumption or idealization is important. We will make the problem, or we will make all the cases very simple so that we can digest it. Once after digesting it, we will start including the complications. Those things you will be studying once after graduating, once if you go for your master's program, those things. Okay, right. And again, assumption has to be, should not violate the physical laws, or it should not, what I could say, we should not violate the physical law when we are framing our assumptions. Right. Now I am going to discuss few assumptions which are very important for our subject, engineering mechanics.